This is part 7, the last part of chapter 5, that is Morphology of Flowering Plants, Unit 2. You know that this chapter was divided in 7 parts. Today we will discuss the last part, that is part 7. In this part we have to see description of family Solanaceae, its characteristics, floral formula, floral diagram, and then we have to see economic importance. And in the last we have to see family Liliaceae, that is lily family. Similarly, the characteristics, important points. Then we have to see floral diagrams, floral description, and then we have to see economic importance. As usual, because this is the last part of the chapter, that's why we have to discuss, that is NCERT exemplars for this chapter, and then we have to see the important, that is questions, some of the questions which have come in Neet examination previous years. In this first we will discuss family Solanaceae. Solanaceae family is also known as potato family because potato is an important plant. For this family first we have to see vegetative characters. In this family most of the plants are small sized, that is herbs, these are shrubs, and rarely the trees are there. Important point this is. The plants of this family, they have taproot system. I told you what you mean by taproot system. The stem is herbaceous, this is smooth. Rarely that will be woody. The stem is aerial, erect and cylindrical, but in some cases the stem may become underground because it has stored the food, as in case of potato. You can see here this is potato plant, that some of the aerial branches they will go in soil and their tip will swell because it has stored the food, that is underground stem. These are again important feature. This one is. The leaves are alternate or simple, alternate and simple like this, but in some cases, as in case of tomato, as in case of potato also, the leaf is pinnately compound. You know the meaning of pinnately compound leaf, that is this leaf lamina will be divided into leaflets. It is X-stipulate, and because this family is of dicot, the venation is reticulate venation. You know the meaning of reticulate venation, the veins they are making going to make a net-like structure. Come to the next, that is floral characters. Inflorescence, the flower may be borne single, solitary, axillary, or that may be, that is cymose, as in case of solanum. You know solanum is one of the important weed of this family. Come to the outermost whole, floral whole, that is calyx. There are 5 sepals. All these are united, that's why will be known as gamosepalous one. You know the meaning. Persistent, very important character this one is. That is, even after fruit formation, the calyx remain attached to the fruit, that is ovary. You have seen in case of tomato, you have seen in case of brinjal, that these structures, these are permanent or persistent calyx. The estivation is valvate, meaning I already told you. Corolla, petals are 5, all these are united, gamo, that is petalous, and valvate estivation. Androecium, these are 5 stamens, epipetalous, and anther is dithecous, that is characteristic of dicot. Come to the gynoecium, very important point we have in gynoecium, that is the ovary is bicarpillary, that is G2. Ovary is syncarpous, got fused in embryonic stage syncarpous. Ovary is superior and this is bilocular. If you are going to make that, this is ovary, and here you see that there are 2 chambers, that is this is the bilocular one. Bilocular one. Very important point is regarding placenta. Placenta, you see this is oblique, that is this is the central line, this is oblique, and it is swollen in the center, and the ovules are arranged on axis, that is axial placentation. I may repeat, ovary is bicarpillar, bilocular, placenta is swollen and oblique with many ovules and axial placentation. The fruit is either berry or capsule. In case of tomato, the fruit is berry, and in case of that is datura plant, that is the fruit is, that is capsule. Seeds, mostly these are endospermic. You know the meaning of endospermic. If you write the floral formula, ebracteate, that is this is actinomorphic, bisexual, K5 gamosepalous, C5 gamopetalous, A, that is androecium stamens are 5, these are epipetalous, gynoecium 2, syncarpous and superior ovary. This is the one typical plant of the family, Solanum. This is a wheat, Solanum nigrum, that is macoy, that is flowering twig. This is, then you see, this is the flower we have here, different part of the flower. These are the stamens. This is the floral, that is diagram. You know the floral diagram. This one is the calyx hole. This is the, that is corolla hole. These are the stamens and trochium. This is the gynoecium. Placenta is swollen, oblique with axile placentation. Come to the economic importance. That is, this family, it is the source of food. For example, some of the plants, the tomato, potato and brinjal. There is no need to go for, that is botanical name of this. There is no need. Only you have to remember general name. That is tomato, potato and brinjal. Spice is there, chili. That is medicinal plants also are there in this family. Belladonna, that is, and ashwagandha plant. Fumigatory, that is tobacco. And ornamental plant, that is petunia. You see, this is ornamental plant. This is petunia. You must have seen in your garden or somewhere in parks. That is beautiful pink color flower or different color flowers are there. This is the plant, dhatura plant. I told you that this is the fruit. The fruit in case of dhatura, that is capsule one. This is tomato. These are persistent calyx. This is the swollen placenta. These are many ovules, and the fruit in this case, the fruit is, that is berry. The same case we have in case of brinjal. These are the permanent, that is attached, that is sepals, persistent sepals. This is the chili. These are the different plants of a family Solanaceae. Is it right? Come to the next now. The other family we have here, that family is, that is family Liliaceae. Lily family. This is the only family in your course which represent, that is monocot family. You must have seen lily flowers. That is, you can count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There are, that is 3, that is tepals. These are. Means in this we do not have differentiation of, that is calyx and corolla. The holes are not distinguished. Instead of this, the hole is, that is perianth, and this perianth, member of the perianth is known as, that is tepal. You see here first, we have to see vegetative character of this. Perennial herbs, the herbs which will live for many more years, with underground bulbs or combs or rhizome. How to remember all this? You have seen the onion and garlic, that is the bulbs are there, and these bulbs are underground. These are perennial, they remain for many more years. In the same way, that is garlic is there, these are underground bulbs are there. Some of the plant they have combs also, and they have, that is rhizome also. The root is fibrous. Because why fibrous? Because the plants, these are monocot one, the roots are fibrous like this. Stem, it is aerial, it may be underground, herbaceous and woody. Leaves mostly basal, alternate, linear, ex-stipulate. Already I told you meaning of these terms in morphology, and because this is monocot plant, the leaves they have, that is parallel venation. Right? Come to the next now, that is floral characters. Floral characters, as usual, we have to discuss first inflorescence. It may be solitary, as in case of lily you have seen that this is the plant here, and this is the plant, and the flower, it is borne, that is single flower with these 6 tepals, solitary flowers. But in case of onion, the inflorescence is little different. That is, see, in case of onion, this is the underground, that is bulb is there. At the time of reproduction, what will be there? That is a scape-like, stalk-like structure will come out, on which the flowers are borne in umbel-like fashion, that is umbrella-like fashion, and that will become, that is umbellate cluster. This is cymose type of inflorescence. The flower can be divided from any of the axes into 2 halves. That's why actinomorphic, and the flower is bisexual. You know the symbols of this. Actinomorphic means we have to write it like this, and bisexual means that this is having both the sexes, male and female flower. I told you here that is calyx and corolla, these holes are absent, right? And instead of these 2 holes, single hole is there, that is known as perianth. And in perianth we have 6 tepals, we have 3 plus 3. Usually That is, they may be free or they may be united into a tubular structure. Aestivation is valvate. You know the meaning of valvate aestivation. No need to repeat it now, is it? And come to the next, that is male whorl, that is androecium. There are 6 stamens, 3 plus 3 in 2 whorls, these are. Come to the next now here, gynoecium of family Liliaceae, tricarpellary, important character. This is tricarpellary one. Syncarpus, how to write? Gynoecium is tricarpellary, syncarpus, gynoecium is superior, ovary is superior. This is trilocular, having 3 chambers. How to make it? It is like this, 3 chambers are there, and this is the axis. On axis, the ovules are arranged like this. So here, gynoecium is tricarpellary. Come to this, syncarpus, ovary is superior, trilocular. All these are important characteristics. Ovule, that is many ovules. Placentation is axial placentation. The fruit, it may be capsule, means it can burst, or it may be, that is rarely, this is berry. The seeds are as usual, because in case of most of the monocot plant, the seeds are endospermic. These are. Floral formula, how to write? The flower is having a bract. It is, come to this, what is this? It is actinomorphic. This one is, come to this, what is this? This is bisexual flower, male and female. Flower is hermaphrodite. Calyx and corolla, K and that is C, these are absent. Instead of this we have that is perianth. There are 6 tepals in 2 whorls, each is of 3 plus 3. Stamens are 6, 3 plus 3, and the stamens are on perianth. Gynoecium 3, that is, these are syncarpus, and the ovary is superior. Come to the diagram, beautiful diagram we have here, that this is in case of onion. The botanical name is allium, that is 𝕆𝕋. You know that this is the bulb. This is the bulb, already I told you. Here it is having an underground stem is there. From underground stem, these fibrous roots will come out. And this is underground stem, modified stem, which is known as bulb, you know. That is, and the leaves are also modified. They have become, that is, fleshy leaves, because they have stored the food. At the time of, these are the fleshy leaves. These are the vegetative leaf which will do photosynthesis, and at the time of reproduction, as I told you, that is this stem modified, which is here, disc-like stem, it will come out in air in the form of this stalk-like structure that is known as, that is, scape, and on this scape the flowers will be there. Is it? This is the umbellate cyme, cymose inflorescence is there, that is many more flowers, that is are in cluster. This is cluster of flowers like this. This is the central flower, and the stalk of all the flowers, they will be arranged in such a way so that all the flowers, they will come in one level, and that is known as, that is umbrella-like inflorescence. This is a typical flower, as I told you, that is, it is having 1, that is 2 and 3 whorls in one, that is 3 tepals in one whorl, and this one, and this one, the 3 tepals in other whorls. You see here 6 stamens we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you see floral diagram, that is here we have to make one, that is bract is also there. This is the bract here. This is the mother axis. Come to this. This is 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and that is 3. These are the 3 tepals in outermost whorl. This is the 4, 5 and 6. These are the tepals, that is in inner whorls. These are the stamens. Stamens are also in 2 whorls. These are, that is 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 stamens are there. This is gynoecium, tricarpellary, trilocular, syncarpus ovary is there. That is 1, 2 and 3. These are the chambers, and axial placentation is there. That is on axis many of the ovules are found arranged. Is it right? Am I clear? That is family Liliaceae, and with the help of this beautiful diagram of onion, we have explained the characteristics of family Liliaceae. Come to the economic importance now. That is, of this family, that the food are obtained, vegetables. Asparagus is an important plant. It's green, that is leaves are being eaten. That is onion and garlic. These are used as consumed as food, and they have medicinal value also. Medicine, aloe. Aloe vera is very popular plant nowadays on TV screen and in almost all the cosmetics that is being used. Aloe, that is medicinal plant. Ornamental plant, that is one is tulip, one is gloriosa. That is raised because the flowers are very beautiful. Colchicine, that is an alkaloid. It is obtained from plant Colchicum autumnale, and this is used for chromosomal doubling, because this colchicine that is used in plant breeding experiments, number of the chromosome will be doubled by use of this colchicine. Now I see beautiful flowers. You are familiar with this is onion. This is the section of the onion, cut onion. These are the fleshy, that is leaves. They have become fleshy because they have stored the food. In the same way, this is the garlic. Garlic is made up of so many, that is small portions known as, that is bulblets. These are also stored food. This is the important plant what I told you, that is this one is aloe. That is, it is having mucilase, which is water loving substance. And this is the most beautiful flower. That flower is of, that is tulip. In your school days also you have seen the house system is there, that a tulip house, rose house, like this. That is beautiful ornamental plant of a family, that is Liliaceae, tulip. This one is it right? As usual, because we are just going to finish, that is this chapter. So in the end of this chapter, we have to see NCERT exemplars, some of the questions of this. Then we have to see the questions of previous year examinations. Come to this point, NCERT exemplar. The first question, rearrange the following zones as seen in root vertical section. Choose the correct option. I may remind you here that if you are going to make that, this is that is root, different zones, that is, this is what we have. Can you recall it? This is root cap. This is meristematic zone. What is this? This is zone of elongation. And here we have, this is the maturation zone, or known as, that is root hair zone. Can you arrange? That is, what is C? C is the root cap zone. Is it right? First one that will be. After root cap, that will be the zone of meristem. After that there will be, that is zone of elongation. Then there will be root hair zone. And in the last there will be, that is zone of maturation. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this one is 4, and that will be 5. The right answer of this will be, that is just for you, that is I have made it. Right answer will be this one. The second question, in an inflorescence where flowers are borne laterally in acropetal succession, the position of the youngest floral bud shall be, what should be that? Youngest bud. This is the inflorescence axis. What he says, question says, borne laterally, the flowers are borne laterally like this. Acropetal succession means that is oldest and the largest flower will be towards this end, towards the proximal end, because this is the plant we have, that these are the leaves and plant this one is, and as we will go towards the tip of this, the size of the flower will decrease. So he is asking youngest floral bud. This is the youngest floral bud that will be away from the plant. Its position will be the distal one. Is it right? Am I clear? Yes. See few more questions. Mature seed of the plant such as gram P possess no endosperm. No endosperm. These are non-endospermic. So you see many more types. This question came. Non-endospermic, that gives an impression that endosperm is absent. But you see, you have to study in time to come. That is, endosperm will be formed in each and every seed, because this is the tissue which will provide nutrition to the embryo. Then what in by non-endospermic? Non-endospermic does not mean that the endosperm is not formed. Endosperm is formed, but that is being utilized during embryonic development. The meaning of endosperm, non-endosperm is, that is, endosperm gets used completely, and in mature seed we do not have, that is, endosperm. That the seed is known as endosperm. It was formed, but that was being used up. Is it right? Important question, very important question this is. You know, most of the dicot seeds, these are endospermic. These are the example of that is dicot seeds. Come to the next now. Question number 4. Roots develops from part of the plant other than radicle. You must be remembering, in a typical plant, this is plumule, this one is radicle, plumule and radicle. This is radicle, this one is plumule. But you see, as in case of banyan tree, that is the root develops, that is from aerial branches, and so many other examples are there, is it? So these roots which do not develop from radicle, these are known as adventitious root. Venation is a term used to describe pattern of arrangement of what? Venation. That is, this is a typical dicot leaf. This is the mid vein, these are the side vein, and these are the ventlets. So this is, what is this? This is known as reticulate venation. While in case of, that is dicot leaf, there may be one mid vein which is little thicker, and all other veins, these lie parallel to the mid vein, parallel venation. So what is this? Venation is a term which says about the pattern of arrangement of veins and veinlets. Is it right? Come to the next question. Endosperm is a product of double fertilization in angiosperm, is absent in the seed of. Some angiosperms are there in which double fertilization is absent. Double fertilization is absent. Otherwise, this is an important characteristic of angiosperms. That is, for example, orchids, that double fertilization is absent. That's why in orchids, the endosperm is not formed, because endosperm will be formed only after double fertilization. Double fertilization, that will give 3N, that is primary endosperm nucleus, ultimately we develop into endosperm. As in orchid, double fertilization is absent, therefore the endosperm is also absent. Is it right? Okay. Now you have to concentrate few questions of the previous year examinations, so that you may be confident that what you have done for this chapter, you are confident you will be able to give answers of so many questions. Very good question this is. Very good this one is. Among these plants, this bitter gourd, mustard, brinjal, you can read it out, that is pumpkin, China rose, lupin, cucumber, sunflower, sun hemp, gram, guava, bean, chili, plums, petunia, tomato, rose, so many, withania, potato, onion, aloe and tulip. Very good question. This is a long question seems to, but you can give answer of this easily. That is, how many plants are with hypogynous flower? Hypogynous, I told you, remember this thing, hypogynous flower. You have 3 family in your course, that is Fabaceae, Solanaceae and Liliaceae. You have to find out, that is, how many plants belong to these family, and that will be, that is hypogynous flower. That is bitter gourd, here the ovary is inferior, mustard ovary is superior, brinjal ovary is superior, pumpkin the ovary is inferior, China rose this is superior, lupin this is superior, cucumber that is inferior ovary we have here in this, that is sun hemp, this is superior one, gram superior, guava this is inferior ovary or perigynous, this is superior, this is superior, plum this is, that is inferior or half inferior ovary we have here, petunia this is superior, tomato superior, rose we have that is perigynous flower, so withania we have that is superior ovary, potato we have superior, onion we have superior, this is also superior and this is also superior. You can count, that is hypogynous flower means with superior ovary, that is number is 15. Placenta, perica, both are edible. Both are edible in which plant? That is, this is tomato. Leaves become modified into spine, it is, what is this? This is opuntia. Just to reduce transpiration, the leaves have been modified into, that is opuntia. Free central placentation, important, I told you that time also. You have to remember, this is found in plant, that is dianthus. Few more questions you can see. Standard petal of Papilionaceae family is known as vexillum. Cotyledon of maize, direct question, that is known as scutellum. Morphological nature of the edible coconut, I told you, that is endosperm. Sweet potato is modified, adventitious root, and ovary is half inferior in plum. Here the ovary is, that is superior. Here also ovary is, that is inferior, but half inferior we are talking about. Brinjal also superior, that is we have here. In case of sunflower, ovary is inferior. Here this one is half inferior. Half inferior, we will write it like this. Is it right? So this is the end of this chapter, Unit 2, Chapter number 5, Morphology of Flowering Plants.